Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So today we are working with my client who is 100% natural. She also has a I'm not going to say shortcut, but her hair is short. Pros, I'm super excited to announce that we have officially hit 500,000 YouTube subscribers. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we also want to let you know that we are having our celebratory sale where both of our websites, EliteHairCareUSA.com and Crystal W Online, is 50% off. No code is needed. Thank you again. Go check out the sale. And she is salt and pepper. Now, to start the wash process, I went ahead and wet her down. She is actually the perfect candidate for our Voila Purple Toning Shampoo, so we're going to be using that today. And then she also had some buildup and a slight itch on the scalp, so I went ahead and used some of our Soothe and Balance pre-treatment to, number one, help with that congestion that she has on the scalp, and number two, to get rid of that itch almost instantly. Now, our Soothe and Balance pre-treatment is sulfate-free. It is something that is amazing to be used for those of you that have any type of scalp issues. Also, for those of you who have dandruff, dermatitis, or if you just have a really itchy scalp, our pre-treatment is going to be bae for you. It is literally going to soothe the scalp, give you that nice, cool, tingly feeling, and also do the job of helping to treat those areas where you are having a lot of that scalp congestion. Our Soothe and Balance also contains zinc. A lot of people don't know that zinc is actually really good for anyone who's dealing with autoimmune issues, anyone who is dealing with stagnated growth. That zinc is going to be the powerhouse to help you to get those stagnated areas thriving and going. Now, because I am going to be silking her out and also going to be basically giving her what we call a short style without her actually having a pixie, I decided to use our Mendit shampoo, which this is our frizz control and split-end control shampoo. I mainly used it for the frizz control because I know that she has short hair and I know that frizzing is definitely going to be a part of her life on a regular basis. So I would definitely recommend Mendit for anyone who is dealing with a situation like her. Maybe you're salt and pepper, maybe you have that more wiry feeling hair and you'd like it to be a little bit smoother without changing the curl pattern. Now, for my last shampoo, I did do the Voila Purple Toning Shampoo. This is going to help to get a lot of that brassy yellow out of her gray hair. She is salt and pepper. This is something that you deal with on a regular basis. And all I did was put the Voila on her hair and allow it to sit on for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then I rinsed her, and to finish her off for her conditioner, I used our B7 Beyond conditioner just to get her nice and detangled. I did not leave it on because I know at the end of the day that she has a short cut and it really was not required for today, you guys. So once I did that, I sprayed a little bit of our Mendit leave-in conditioner, and then it was time for her to get her mold. Now, before I started doing her mold, I did put some of our B7 serum on her hairline as well as right there in the middle where you see a little bit of thinning. This is the perfect time to apply your B7 when the hair is nice and wet. And then I also put some in the nape of her neck where I did notice that she had some thinning as well. All of our serums can be used in this fashion, you guys. Don't be afraid to do your serums when your hair is wet on your wash day. And also don't be afraid to use your serums on a regular basis, especially for those of you who are dealing with a lot of growth issues, alopecia issues, or anything else in regards to stagnation or the care of your actual hair. Now, I did put a little bit of gel at the base of her hairline, meaning at the nape of her neck and right below the ears. The reason for me putting the gel is so that I could keep those areas as smooth as possible. Now, the gel is not going to get hard. It is not going to make her hair crunchy or anything of that nature. It's really just going to make it nice and smooth and lay a little bit better. And then once you put your Elite Silk Wrap Foam over the gel, it actually softens the gel anyway. Now, of course, for her mold, because she's natural, you do want to do this with a little bit of speed. And you do want to make sure that you use enough wrap foam that will lay the hair down, but also you don't want to use too much where it ends up making the hair heavy. The amount that I use is actually perfectly fine. If you feel like you use a little too much, you can also dilute by spraying a little bit of water on the hair. That is a pro tip to help those of you who are super heavy-handed with product. and you just want to kind of loosen or lessen the amount of product that you used on the hair. Now, because she is also natural, you do want to make sure that you are using your speed when you're doing this, because the hair literally wants to revert right then and there. Now, I'm not saying you have to be Speedy Gonzalez, but you do want to make sure that you do this with a good pace, and it shouldn't take you 45 minutes to do your mold, you guys. If you've been watching my videos, you'll notice that my molds are very straightforward. I don't really change my molds too often. The most I'll do is give a nice accent to the face, and then I'm moving and grooving. Now, to hold the hair down, I did apply one very large wrap strip, and I put it down on the hair, and then I squeezed it in to make sure that it laid down so that the hair could not revert when she was under the dryer. Now that it's time for us to start curling her, I'm going to add a little bit of our frizz control. That frizz control is going to serve as a glossifier, but more importantly, it's going to serve as a heat protectant to ensure that we protect her hair from the elements. And remember, we did just use our purple toning shampoo, which is going to help to loosen or lessen that brassiness or yellow tint that gray hair typically has. So I wanted to make sure that I did put some frizz control to be another barrier between the iron plates and her hair, because even just curling her hair, that can also give it that yellow brassiness tint, and it's not something that you just get away from and it will never come back. When you're dealing with salt and pepper or gray hair, you guys, the brassiness can come at any given point. It's just something that you're going to be dealing with for the rest of the time that you have hair. So just be prepared. It's nothing that you did wrong. That is just a characteristic of salt and pepper hair. It happens to some, not all. Now, I am using my flat iron to silk her out, and then at the nape of her neck, I did use that to make it nice and straight before I curled her, because that area likes to revert really, really quickly. I'm going to let you guys finish watching the curl portion, and then we'll come back and talk about the finish. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to also thumbs up this video as you are watching. I always ask for you guys to leave comments at the end telling me what you guys thought about the finished style, and of course, that is the best place to ask any questions in relation to what I'm doing to my client's hair. So you guys go ahead and do that while you guys continue to watch this video, and then we'll talk about the finish at the end. Okay, you guys, now for the nape area, once I stoked that area out, I did go back at the end and just give it a little bit of a bump. And then I sprayed her down with a little bit of our goddess polish. That's going to be our finishing spray and our shine spray. It's also going to serve as another heat protectant and also help her to block out a lot of those UV rays. Now to style her, I just used my comb just to kind of pick through slightly. I didn't want to reduce much of the volume that we had already achieved. Keep in mind, you guys, she is natural, so her hair can revert at any given time. But I did want to make sure that I gave her a little bit of extra weight onto her hair so that it would not revert as fast as it normally would. But I really don't have any control over this portion, you guys. It really just depends on her and the environment that she's about to step into. Now for her hairline, I used a little bit of our Elite Control Edge Control just to kind of mold it down and lay it down really nicely and make it look nice and neat. And then I really didn't do a lot of combing when it came on to her style because I wanted to leave a lot of the shape and a lot of the texture from the curls that we did in the video. And lastly, I sprayed her with some Sebastian Shaper just to keep her hair nice and intact in regards to a hold. Now, Sebastian Shaper only gives a very light hold, but it definitely is going to help her throughout the rest of the day. Now for her to go home, all she'd do is put her scarf on, or she could pin curl the areas if she possibly can. And that's really it, you guys. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my channel. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button as I requested before. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about the finished style. And also tell me if you've been using our Voila Purple Toning Shampoo. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Pros, I'm super excited to announce that we have officially hit 500,000 YouTube subscribers. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we also want to let you know that we are having our celebratory sale where both of our websites, EliteHairCareUSA.com and Crystal W Online, is 50% off. No code is needed. Thank you again. Go check out the sale.